Is Al Marjan Island really set to explode to 10,000 dirhams per square feet? Al Marjan Island in Ras Al Khaimah, it's one of the emirates in UAE. It's the 6th largest emirate. And no, it's not about to blow up overnight despite all the hype. And the reality behind Wynn Casino's $4 billion investment is more complex than you know. The biggest question everybody is asking about, will the prices go to 10,000 dirhams per square feet according to the speculators and some news channels? The answer is coming, but first let's break down what's really happening at Al Marjan Island and in Ras Al Khaimah as an emirate. We'll talk real numbers that aren't being discussed as much. By 2030, Al Marjan is set to host 5.5 million visitors every year. That's a staggering 400% increase from 2022. This is not just an organic growth story. It's a structured, engineered transformation of Ras Al Khaimah into luxury tourism and investment hub. And while Wynn Casino is a big part of the narrative, it's only one piece of a bigger puzzle. So if you're an investor, entrepreneur, or someone who's looking to make strategic moves in real estate in the market of UAE, pay close attention. There is more to Al Marjan's boom than what meets the eye. So it's all about the Wynn Casino, according to the media. So let's address that, the catalyst to the Al Marjan's boom. Everyone is talking about it, and for a good reason. A $4 billion investment in one of the emirates that a lot of people have not even heard about is unheard of, and that again is a strategic move by the government of Ras Al Khaimah. So Wynn's gaming license approval is a historic moment for the UAE's tourism industry. The resort will feature 1,500 plus rooms and villas, an upscale gaming area, a convention center, and a world-class dining and entertainment venues. Expected to open by 2027, Wynn is projected to single-handedly deliver millions of visitors to Marjan Island. But here's what most people get it wrong. They assume Wynn is the only reason Al Marjan Island is booming. The real story is about RAK's long-term strategy to make it a luxury tourism hub. So let's talk about the tourism expansion. It's RAK's bold 2030 vision and plan. RAK is set to expand its tourism and quadruple the visitors in the next 6 years. How are they planning to do it? One, they are expanding their airport, including more flights, so that the people can directly come to RAK instead of first coming to Dubai, as Dubai is the hub for international visitors. Second, luxury hotel chains like Marriott, W, Nobu, Westin, and a lot more have secured the space on this Al Marjan Island. So imagine an island with a whole lot of luxury brands coming into the picture in a small area. Where do you think people are going to come, visit, enjoy the lifestyle? And I'm talking about just these brands, not even the casino at this point. So you have to understand why these brands are investing into one small island. What Ras Al Khaimah is trying to do is position itself as a luxury destination like the Monaco or the Hamptons of Dubai, so that you can go there, relax, unwind, and have the best lifestyle. Now let's talk about the infrastructure expansion as well as the land to be given to the freehold areas so that the foreign investors can come in, buy, and develop them. The RAK International Airport is set for a massive expansion, which is going to double its capacity by increasing more terminals as well as the ground staff. A new cruise terminal is also in the works, bringing ultra-high net worth individuals from Europe, Asia, Australia, and all over the world. Also, the highway expansions along with the road networks are being done so that the connectivity is more accessible to the international travelers between Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah, and even Abu Dhabi. The demand for an exclusive, relaxed destination. Even at the moment, people from all over Dubai, Sharjah flock to Ras Al Khaimah as a destination for staycations. There is already active properties there like Rixos, Anantara, Hilton, and a couple more brands where people flock for the weekends just to enjoy the island life that there is, the true Middle Eastern island life. So imagine what happens when there are all these luxury brands into that area. The vibes are giving Palm Beach or Jumeirah Beach residences, but with a casino. Dubai is fast-paced, crowded, and extremely commercialized. And as an investor, you should be paying towards Al Marjan Island because it's a luxury destination for these ultra HNIs who will pay any XYZ amount of money to stay in that area, to rent the properties or buy it from you when the area is developed with all these brands. And Al Marjan is not trying to compete with Dubai at all. In fact, it's positioning itself, like I said, the Hamptons of Dubai, so that people can go relax and unwind. Now let's talk about, will Dubai's future casino will impact the growth of Al Marjan? So there's a lot of speculation in the market that Dubai will also have a casino in the near future, but of course nothing is confirmed yet. And what I know from the sources is that Wynn has a contract with the government within the UAE. You cannot operate a casino for the 2 years after Wynn is functional. So from 2027, let's say Wynn is operational, nobody can open a casino in UAE until 2029. So let's say a Dubai casino opens in 2030. But that's not going to impact Al Marjan Island as a whole, because as I just explained, it's not just about the casino. It's about the luxury island destination, which Dubai can never be. So let's get to the real point, the real estate market of Al Marjan Island and what are the opportunities there at the moment. So talking about the properties that are being launched in Al Marjan Island right now by different developers range between 3,000 to 3,500 dirhams per square feet. Of course, sea-facing units on the higher end. It also depends what developer is coming in with, what hospitality brand or what fashion brand they collaborate with. So there is a difference in the pricing, but that's what we are averaging it at. So the answer to the most asked question about the 10,000 dirhams per square feet, which has been asked by a lot of my clients and investors because that's what they've been reading by the marketed news materials. In my humble opinion, it's not going to happen. And I have a breakdown of why. It could realistically hit to 5,000 to 6,000 dirhams per square feet, and that's a broad range, I understand that. But it cannot get to 10,000 because if you look at Palm Jumeirah, JBR, or any of the ready waterfront destinations in Dubai, that's what the prices are at. Like for Palm Jumeirah, for a good property, you're looking at spending about 7,000 dirhams per square feet. Now, Palm is an iconic destination. It's a man-made island. It does not exist anywhere around the world. And so is Wynn in that matter for the casino. There is no other Wynn casino in the world that's on an island facing the water. So it's one of a kind, but again, even Palm did not reach 10,000 dirhams even in 2025. So the expectation of 10,000 dirhams is unrealistic. So while Al Marjan Island is a great opportunity, you should ask yourself, what else can I get at that price point and what are my returns going to be when I invest at certain price per square feet in a certain location. And if you entered in Al Marjan for a sea-facing property below 3,000 dirhams per square feet, you've already won. Now, you shouldn't feel like you missed the boat or you should not invest in Al Marjan at all. Of course, you have to evaluate what's the plot, who's coming there, which developer is it. And at the moment, I don't see a lot of opportunity in the new launches, be it by any of the reputed developers as well, because of price per square feet is a little too steep. Now, where is the opportunity then? I'm not just focusing on buying properties for my clients from the new launches and all the launches that has happened in terms of looking at their inventory. What I'm also looking at in the market is the distressed deals or deals where people are willing to walk away with a smaller profit so that you can get in at a nice price range of 25 to 2,800 dirhams per square feet. The chances of you making profit is a lot more and the profit margins becomes really high as well. A few of my favorite projects that have been on the Al Marjan Island. Number one would be the Nikki Beach and Rosso Bay residences. Second, the Address building. It is going to make you money 100%. Oceano, the Beach Vista residences. If you go onto the island, you can understand the plots, the location, and its proximity to the Wynn, as well as the lifestyle or the luxury that it really offers. And that becomes very important to understand because either you will be reselling this unit to an investor who's going to put it on Airbnb and maximize his returns. And he's going to be looking at the vacancy rate. Sea-facing unit, the vacancy rate is likely going to be less and he's going to be able to charge a premium for it. So it becomes important to see who is going to be buying your unit an ultra HNI who wants to have a residence there, or an investor who plans to run a Airbnb or a short-term rental business there. So if you want to understand all the projects on the island, what opportunity they present, and what is the availability like, you can book a call with me. As well as if you're looking for some deals that are not in the market, like some sort of pocket deals, you can send me an email and I'll send you a list of the distressed deals and some hard deals that will make you money. Because there are people who bought in bulk and now they're willing to walk away with a smaller profit, or there are some people who want to exit out of their RAC investments because they're in need. And I have a lot of them on my hands right now, which I could share with you so that you can make money. So now you understand that it's not Al Marjan Island, it's the Hamptons of Dubai. And it's not just about the Wynn Casino, it's a full-blown transformation. And while the prices won't get to 10,000 dirhams per square feet, they are constantly going to grow as the area that now looks like this transforms to something like this. It's a vibe. People would want to be a part of it, from ultra HNIs to a regular layman person who just wants to have a dinner at a Nobu. The strategic development is targeting ultra high net worth individuals as well as global tourism, a shift that is just far bigger than a casino. So are you ready to capitalize on these booming market? While there are some missed opportunities, there's a lot more to uncover. If you want the list of the distressed deals, please send me an email on my email ID, which is mentioned below. And if you would like to book a call with me to dive deep into the island opportunities, please book a call from below link. And lastly, if you like this video and the information in it, please like and subscribe.